Welcome to another SailfishOS app podcast, and this time around it's not so much about an app, a specific app. It's more about how to do something in SailfishOS, in this case how to share files and folders with different devices. And let's start first with the easiest method, the method that I recommend that is built in to the Sailfish operating system, that is SFTP sharing. So what you need to do for this is go to your settings, and then you have to go into developer mode. And if you are in developer mode, if you started from it for the first time, you need to basically agree that you now start the developer mode, activate it, give it a password, which is very, very useful, and activate remote connection, which allows you to connect via SSH. And SSH is not only there for connecting via terminal, but allows you also to connect via SFTP client to your phone. And as you can see here, if you do this just like me, and I also set a password for my account, for my SSH login, I get an IP address, as you can see here, one for the USB. So if you want to have very fast connection, then choose USB, especially useful if you want to have a connection where you share files that are very, very big. In my case, I don't want any cable sitting around here, so I use the wireless LAN, the Wi-Fi capability. I see my IP address here, and this is the one I can use to connect to this device. So let's switch to a PC, because mostly the PC is the main thing that you use to connect to your phone. So let me make this a little bit clearer here for you. Hope you can see the thing. So this is now my Linux box here, my Linux operating system, Linux distribution running here. So Linux distributions usually have this built in their file managers, so you can easily connect here. And let's just give you the example. You saw the IP address here. What I need to do here is type in SFTP, then the IP address, 57 I think, and hit enter. It will then try to connect to my phone. Now it works, as you can see here. Had an SFTP client crash, but this has to do with some beta software I was testing before. Now I get my login prompt, and I have to enter my username and my password. As you might know that you did not set any username on your SailfishOS device, the username, the default one, is called Nemo. Just like Finding Nemo, so Nemo. And the password is usually the password that you set on your device. So in my case, it's a very easy one. And if I hit OK here, a few seconds later, you can see I'm now in my home Nemo directory on my remote device, on my Yola device, and I can browse through here. See my various different video files, for example, copy them over if I want to. Music files. Do you have some music in here? No, nothing in here. But now I can copy from my device or copy to the device. So if I have some music files, for example, let's go into my one interesting folder I have here with music, and I have some Bob Dylan music in here. So I can just copy this or drag and drop it basically over to my music directory. Where is my music directory? There. Just drag and drop it here, copy, and it just starts copying the music to my Yola phone, and then I'm able to just listen to this music if I want to. This is a basic example for a Linux box. This is now KDE desktop, KDE Plasma desktop with Dolphin as a file manager. If you're using another file manager like PCManFM on LXDE, or the Nautilus or file manager or files, how it's called on the GNOME shell, you basically have the same capability there to connect to your SailfishOS device. But what if you have a Windows machine or a Mac OS machine? There is a nice little tool called Mountain Duck, which allows you, it's in the Windows Store, I think, or there's at least an exe file for Windows, and there's a DMG or a zip file for Mac. It basically allows you to do the same that you saw here on Linux. Here's some screenshots to mount SFTP service. So you have the option to just simply give your IP address in, or enter your IP address, your username and password, and then you can mount this also as normal drive in Windows, and you have the capability then to copy over files from your Yola phone or copy files to the Yola phone. And the same goes for the Mac variant, which works pretty similar. And it mounts also the SFTP and is allowing you to just simply see it as a normal folder in your Finder, and then you can just copy files from or to the device. So this should work very easily, very good on PCs, no matter if Macs, with Mac OS, with Windows or Linux, or even the BSDs and all the other crazy ones that you might know. But what if I have a mobile device? If I have an Android device, there's an option to just download a nice little Ghost commander from F-Droid, for example, which has an SFTP plugin that you can use to just connect to your Yola phone. So if you want to exchange files and folders from one Android device to the Yola phone, you can do so with Ghost commander, for example. Or there are similar applications available also in the Play Store if you like them there. And yeah, there is also a tool for iOS. So if you have an iOS device, an iPhone or iPad or something like this, there is, for example, the FTP Manager free, which has support for SFTP and allows you to connect to SFTP, so you can share your files and folders from your iOS device to your Yola device without any big problem with this built-in SFTP support. So I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration, and I hope it's working for you if you did not know about this. And yeah, if you have any questions regarding the SFTP support on SailfishOS, on your Yola C or Intex Aquafish device, just hit the like button first of all for this video, and then just click the comment button and comment something underneath this.